Hey there, class. As a review of things that happened last week, I wanted to look at one of the pieces written by one of your classmates last week and talk about things that are going well in the piece and see if it can help you as you craft your own writing. So the first thing I want you to do is just freeze this recording and read Mary's assignment. So ready, set, go. Okay. If you've read this already, we'll move forward. So you'll note that she's got the MLA. I am letting you do single space for these paragraph assignments. If you want to do double space, absolutely go for it, but single's fine for these paragraph assignments. The overall thing about these paragraph assignments is I'm not asking you to write an essay and try to smash it into half a page. I am really looking for you to look at the prompt, demonstrate one piece, one thing that demonstrates American realism in this text, right? So your answer is, one of the things typical of American realism is this, and you could be like the example that I post in class and even integrate even more into that sentence, in Twain's Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court, one element of American realism that is evident is blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? So you can pull it all together into one sentence as well. Okay, so you've read the piece. But I was saying, in these paragraph assignments, I really want you to be able to make a claim. It answers the prompt. I want you to just provide, 3 examples with analysis for each of the examples and then close shop with a strong conclusion. So I'm going to show you how she does that. You'll note that her answer, her topic sentence, I guess I'll go in order. Okay. In her title, she could make it more interesting. So this might help her to remember what it's saved as, but she could call it anything she likes. Okay, the next thing, look at her topic sentence. One defining characteristic of American realism is that character stands as a prominent feature rather than the plot itself. Okay, so she is answering the prompt right there. Says this is true of Connecticut. Then she moves, for example, so I'll go to that next note. She offers example 1. Notice that there isn't heavy quoting here. Any in-text citation is provided for this paraphrased passage. So even though she's just quoting, one small quote, she's paraphrasing content and using it, and so she just provides an MLA in-text citation. And then she provides the analysis. This scene doesn't do much, it doesn't further the plot as much as it showcases blah, 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 okay? And then she goes into example number 2. And again, provides an in-text citation because she's already introduced Twain and she hasn't moved into another text she's discussing. We just know it's Twain's text and she doesn't have to write that the second time. Again, she provides analysis for the content she's provided. But I wanted to look at this. In her analysis, she says it provides a glimpse into his thought process, hinting at his hypocritical tendency to rationalize his own unethical choices while he so readily takes advantage of the gullibility that he condemns. Okay, and I say here, profound insight that both supports her claim and demonstrates a close reading. So she's not just knocking this off. Here is the answer to the prompt. Here are 3 quotes. Now I've given you 3 quotes. She's actually doing something more developed, more nuanced, right? But she is following a formula. Here's my claim. Here are my 3 quotes and paraphrased passages support the claim with analysis going with each of them. And here I'm wrapping things up, right? Okay. And then let's see where I quote again. So then we get to, after she's done all of that analysis, she says, instead, so the exciting events do this. But instead, the main character's idiosyncrasies and moral relativism are the focus, making it a perfect example of American realism. So she's not just repeating what she's just said. She's shown in this text this focus on this character's characteristics demonstrates how this is a perfect example of American realism. And I'll have you note just a few more things. She's got a works cited. It's very simple, but she just provided a works cited page. In the paragraph, you can have it just right below, no big deal. And then in addition to all the things I've pointed out, notice that she uses third-person voice. So no, I'm going to talk about this, or I really think this. You don't need that in critical analysis. You just, in literary analysis, you just make claims, and the reader trusts that you're stating your opinions, and not you. Imagine that you are blah, 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 blah. You don't want to do any of that. And she discusses literature in the present sense. So this is a successful piece. I hope that reading this and reading my feedback on it can help you to strengthen your paragraphs or pat yourself on the back because you're doing all these great things.